Taiwan, I'm Joyce coming to you from Taipei with the latest news. 3 million people in Taiwan are expected to benefit from a hike in welfare subsidies next year. Tiffany Wong has the details.
Existing subsidies and pensions will increase for low-income residents, people with disabilities, disadvantaged children, the elderly, and low-income farmers. These are some of the new welfare benefits the Executive Yuan announced will be rolled out over the next year. In total, the plan is expected to cost about $4 billion. While on paper it might seem like good news for those in need, some remain uncertain about when they'll begin to see real change.
加减好，因为我们其实要等那个调，就是要等到特定的时间嘛。虽然很少，但是就加减嘛。
The increases in social benefits are based on the expected consumer price index growth for this year. But the cost of the plan is estimated to leave the government short of nearly $625 million.
如果说预算书有若干不足，当然政府还是要想办法去支付。
This follows a 4% hike in the minimum wage starting next year. But some groups say, despite good intentions, the benefits are still not enough.
加几百块就这样不值得拿，我们生活在社会上花的成本会很高，医疗耗材去也很贵，个人就也有自负额。
While the new benefit reforms may help some, legislators will still have to find solutions to other issues and a widening economic divide. Justin Wu and Tiffany Wong for TaiwanPlus.
The local tourism sector is struggling with a deficit. Outbound travel is seeing a post-pandemic boom, while inbound visitor numbers stagnate. John Van Trieste looks at what's causing the problem.
Downtown Taipei is busy with tourists, but not nearly as busy as it used to be. The local tourism industry has seen sluggish recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic. From January to July, the number of visitors was just around half the number of local tourists heading abroad. One of the main problems is that the tourism industry relies heavily on visitors from just a few nearby countries. But at the moment, these neighbors are staying away.
最大宗的3个客源地，第一日本，第二中国大陆，第三韩国，外国旅客来台的人数不如预期。
Japan's weak yen and Taiwan's rising prices mean Japanese tourists prefer to stay home. Meanwhile, tourist links with China have yet to be restarted after they were cut off during the pandemic. But even once all this passes, some say the industry will still have another problem to overcome. Visitors tend to stick to a handful of heavily promoted attractions. Once they've checked these off the list, they go home and don't come back. Just around 20 to 30% of overseas tourists are repeat visitors.
总不能我们在对外行销总是101故宫、阿里山、日月潭、台湾的小吃夜市这样的一个宣传效果，其实它是适用于第一次想要来台湾的。
Those in tourism say the local industry has to stop just pointing people towards these usual tourist trails and offer something different. Otherwise, overcoming the tourist deficit may prove to be a difficult task. James Lin and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.
The largest pod of sperm whales this year has been spotted off Taiwan's east coast. The group of over 20 whales was seen less than 10 nautical miles out to sea by a group of tourists, including indigenous children. It follows a run of rare sightings since May. The large number could be due to shifting ocean currents after the recent passage of Typhoon Haikui. Researchers hope the sightings will encourage more in-depth research into whale behavior. One of the world's longest living reptile species has been spotted in southern Taiwan. The snapping turtle was seen by a driver in Taitung after Typhoon Haikui. It's thought to be an escaped pet, and officials are now looking for its owner. The turtle is not native to Taiwan and could harm the ecosystem if it is let into the wild.
它们其实平常就是生活在水里面，它其实不太动，比较像是一颗石头在底下。那它比较不会有什么，一般比较不会有什么危险，只是说你如果不小心踩到它，可能会被咬。
Taiwan is home to hundreds of butterfly species, and one avid collector has caught almost all of them. Eric Gao takes a look.
Taiwan has over 400 different butterfly species. That diversity has earned it a nickname, the Kingdom of Butterflies. And this man, Professor Xu Yufeng, has dedicated his life to studying them. The beautiful bugs have fascinated him since middle school, and he spent decades capturing and cataloging them. Xu has collected almost all the species found in Taiwan, including these golden birdwings and the Papilio hoppo swallowtail, which is only found here. He's also discovered and named 10 butterfly species.
特别就只有在梅雨季出现，所以当初要做它的调查，感觉要跟太阳赛跑。对啊，所以最后要命名的时候，我就决定说，因为在追太阳嘛，所以就决定把它命名叫做夸父。
Catching a new specimen and preparing it for display is a careful process. The legs are taken off and preserved for DNA. The body is delicately positioned to display the wings, and a tag is added listing the time and place it was collected. One of his main concerns is making sure there's no moisture in the butterfly.
它没有干透，那你刚拿下来的时候看起来很好，可是湿气就还在的话，过不久就会变形。
Aside from his Taiwan butterflies, Professor Xu has also collected specimens from other countries, but he has no plans to stop until his domestic collection is complete. Howard Zahn and Eric Gao for TaiwanPlus.
Taipei is gearing up for Nuit Blanche. It's an art festival that originated from France, but is now celebrated around the world. For one night, Taiwan's capital will turn into an open theater to accommodate all kinds of performing arts. Yu Jinghuang tells us more about this year's themes.
These officials are posing for a photo for the upcoming art festival. In the lineup are representatives for France, Taipei, and most importantly, felines. Mayor Cat is part of the performance art piece included in this year's Nuit Blanche, which is celebrated for just one night a year. This will be Taipei's 8th time participating in the French Born Festival. The event encourages audiences to take part in dialogues on contemporary art and social issues. They do this by making the whole city into a giant exhibition space, playground, and theater for performances artists and their interactive works.
所以我们这次也为了要打破这种所谓的威权以及强调自由的概念，所以呢，我们就把整个市政府，包括1楼的大厅，包括市政府的这个市长室呢，都会有猫市长来做相关的直播。那民众可以在1楼里面就可以来参加各种的活动。
Two major international artists' works are coming to Taipei for the first time. Brazilian artist Nelly Azevedo will present her iconic work, Minimum Monument. The piece consists of thousands of melting figures sitting in a public space. Azevedo will invite people in Taipei to make 3,000 little icemen and display them at Sun Yat-sen Memorial Hall. The piece tells a cautionary tale about global warming. Another artist, JR from France, is known for placing giant prints of ordinary people on landmarks. He brought his mobile photography studio to Taipei. JR's Inside Out project has toured more than 150 locations around the world. He has tailored a special theme for his act in Taiwan's capital city, Born Free.
我们也很希望，在这一次的艺术行动里面，把台湾最珍贵的民主价值让大家看到。那我们也透过这样的一个摄影计划，邀请了2000位公民一起来参与。
Most of this year's events will take place in Taipei's bustling nightlife district of Xinyi. More than 100 performance groups and artists will be there to discuss a wide range of issues, from the environment and freedom of speech to bodily autonomy and more. And when night falls on October 7th, the district will light up with a brand new look. Eason Chen and Yu Jinghuang for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more of our stories. Finally today, check out these images of a Coco Chanel exhibition at London's V&A Museum. I'm Joyce Tseng. Take care and see you next time.
For more stories from Taiwan, around the world, and in front of a World War II era aircraft carrier, please download the TaiwanPlus app. It's bigger than it looks.